You've accepted this fight now, but in the previous years, you said it doesn't interest you because you have nothing to gain and everything to lose. If he were to beat you, how damaging would that be to the Canelo brand?
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner, but
promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see. You know it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Terence,
I like Crawford. I like Crawford then. I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight. Obviously.
While this upcoming fight is making the rounds on the internet, many pros and competitors continue to favor Crawford versus Canelo, and for good reason.
A chance to win. But what makes you say that? You know, I mean, you need the money. I'm telling you.
Canelo, how Crawford beats the shit. Really? Yeah. Now I'll tell you like this. I mean, the weight division things, you know, about how Crawford beats the shit.
They thought it couldn't happen that Canelo Alvarez, boxing's face and the undisputed super middleweight champion, would not take the fight. But now that Terence "Bud" Crawford has decided to face him on September 13th, the boxing world is holding its breath. This favor isn't due to Canelo's lack of talent, but rather because they know what they're looking for. They see something special in Crawford. Teddy Atlas, one of boxing's most recognized voices, expressed his honest view, admitting that Canelo is a top-tier fighter. Atlas outlined why he believes Crawford is operating on a different level.
I think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants. Yeah, the size, the power of Canelo, he's got the guy. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier. The other guy has more options. The other guy is slicker. Oh, well, maybe he's got the advantages.
Atlas dug deeper into the traits that set Crawford apart. Yes. He emphasized Crawford's awareness, control, and emotional calm in high-pressure scenarios. According to Atlas, Crawford's ability to remain cool, even emotionless in the heat. A battle allows him to perceive and respond to things that other fighters overlook.
The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style at that moment, and he was fighting at a weight class that was foreign to him, and we had to give him a minute. Nobody wants to give anyone a minute in this business. At the end of the day, you have an argument on both sides. Who really has the advantage? I want to find out. I want to see, is it the great big one or the great little one? You know.
Teddy knows Crawford's hunger and the difficult upbringing that shaped him. He compared Crawford's inner tenacity to that of legendary boxers such as Sugar Ray Leonard, adding that when the battle becomes ugly, Crawford can go to a darker, harsher place. He possesses not only talent but also the raw fighter's will, which manifests itself when it is most needed. He went on to say, Craw's greatness is within him, it's in his heart. Mentality, makeup, and heritage is something about it. It's much like Sugar Ray Leonard had. That's something about him, whether he's a stray dog or when he needs to become one. Crawford possesses the unique ability to fight at a high level in both orthodox and southpaw styles. That refers to angles, timing, and flexibility areas where Canelo has struggled, especially when matched against smooth movers and technically sound fighters. Former NFL standout Antonio Gates is a longtime boxing enthusiast and close follower of the sport, also shared his thoughts on the impending Canelo versus Crawford fight. Gates emphasized Crawford's elite conditioning, laser focus, and unstoppable momentum. In his view, there is no question. Crawford believes he is the best boxer in the world right now. He's ready to prove it once again against Canelo.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm going to say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer.
They're all rooting for this great fighter because of his unrivaled footwork, shot selection, timing, and ability to make in-fight adjustments, qualities that neutralize even the most dangerous power punchers. He doesn't simply change, transforms. Rolando Romero, who is notorious for voicing his opinions, did not hold back when discussing the Canelo versus Crawford fight. He questioned Canelo's recent actions, especially his attitude and demeanor leading up to the bout.
I just hope Crawford beats the shit.
Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much? So you thought
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. They have weight divisions for a reason, right or wrong?
Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny?
Well, Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
Fight a pound for pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest fight ever. It might be the best fight ever. But I will tell you this: it's not a fight I truly care about. Crawford's not really entertaining, so I don't really care about who he fights. But I will tell you like this: he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terence Crawford.
Crawford's best feature is his ability to download your rhythm in one round and then dissect you in the next. Atlas and others aren't simply admiring him, they believe Crawford is one of the most complete fighters of the modern age, which matters more in this fight than stature or name recognition.
Well, I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those.
Keyshawn Davis, a rising lightweight contender and Terence Crawford supporter, gave a comprehensive analysis of the fight against Canelo, while also expressing strong faith in Crawford's abilities. He stated that he believes Crawford possesses the power, speed, and ring savvy to defeat any opponent.
Shit, that's something I gotta see, man. I think Bud can stop anybody, honestly. I think he got the skill and the ability, like the ability meaning like the power, the speed, you know what I'm saying? And the IQ. I feel like he got the skill and ability to do it, you know what I'm saying? But he's still in there fighting a guy that's not trying to let him.
He also mentioned that Canelo is a strong, seasoned fighter who won't let that happen easily. Davis stayed honest by avoiding wild predictions about a knockout, but he did affirm that Crawford will find a way to win the fight.
You know what I can say? I feel like Bud is going to beat him. You know what I'm saying? If and when he does stop him, Bud is super great. Even him just getting that win,
That's the thing. Crawford is battling to prove something, whereas Canelo is working to maintain what he already has. Hunger is crucial in boxing. Crawford is chasing a reputation. He's already gone unchallenged at 140 and 147 pounds. He defeats Canelo. He will become the first fighter in the 4-belt era to remain undefeated across 3 different weight classes, while many expect a competitive bout. Shocker Stevenson went a step further, saying Crawford has the ability to stop Canelo. His opinion carries weight because he is well-versed in elite boxing and is trained alongside Crawford.
I think Bud gonna cook Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, you know. In certain fights,
Boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so. No.
If Crawford defeats Canelo, it will be a historic moment. Reportedly, he has already accepted a salary cut, agreeing to $10 million despite rumors hinting at $50 million just to make this fight happen. That you can't buy ambition, nor can you fake passion. Calvin Davis, a member of Team Crawford, who has sparred with Terence Crawford, weighed in after Canelo's latest performance. Davis didn't hesitate to suggest that Canelo appeared weak, and based on that showing, he feels optimistic about Crawford's chances.
Hello, man. He ain't look too good this past weekend. You know, I'm Team Crawford, so I got Crawford all the way. I got Crawford beating up Canelo, actually, especially after what I just seen. Canelo just got better overall skills. The only thing Canelo has over Bud is the size. So once Bud neutralizes his power and his size, I think he's going to take off that night and have a dominating.
Kelvin Davis mentioned that Canelo's recent success has only boosted his confidence in Crawford's chances. Davis didn't merely predict Bud's victory, he also believes Crawford can defeat Canelo, emphasized that the win wouldn't come from a single big punch, but rather through a consistent breakdown over the rounds. With Crawford's precise combinations and relentless pressure potentially resulting in a late round
I just seen him size up, and actually I don't think it's going to be that much of a factor. So within Canelo performance he just had and them two just sizing up, I definitely got Terence all the way for sure.
Do you think he can stop him?
Yes, I actually think he can stop Canelo. A cumulative of punches, breaking them down throughout the rounds and just getting a late round.
David Benavidez, one of the top names in super middleweight and a potential future opponent for Canelo, has thrown his support behind Terence Crawford ahead of their possible matchup. For Benavidez, it's about more than just boxing skills. It's a matter of principle.
Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can.
Jim Lampley stated unequivocally that Crawford possesses the mindset, discipline, and overall ability to defeat Canelo, especially as he moves up in weight. Although many fighters and fans remain divided, Lampley stayed impartial, focusing on the bigger picture. He emphasized that regardless of who you support, this battle is unique. The styles, stakes, and personalities involved will make this an exciting event that boxing fans worldwide will love. Simply a great fight. And that's what matters most, that Crawford is going to fight Canelo, Lampley said. Even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it's two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times. But not all the time, going against each other. We'll see who can open up the other person's tuna can, so to speak. This is what makes September 13th more than just a fight. It's a changing of the guard. A clash between what boxing was and what it is becoming. Crawford, 36 years old, is still fresh. He hasn't absorbed much punishment and has been disciplined throughout his career. Canelo at 34 looks older and slower in the ring. And if he underestimates Crawford's speed, precision, and timing, he will be exposed. Former unbeaten champion and noted boxing pundit Andre Ward also shared his thoughts on the Canelo-Crawford fight, strongly siding with Terence Crawford. Ward, known for his disciplined approach and deep boxing knowledge, highlighted that what distinguishes Crawford is not just his technique, but also his enthusiasm for the sport and the strength of his will.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, you know. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you.
That's why so many fighters are backing Crawford. They recognize they cannot outbox, outthink, or outwit him. Juan Manuel Marquez, the Mexican boxing legend, shared his honest opinion on the Canelo versus Crawford fight and stated unequivocally that he does not support it. Marquez didn't question the fighter's abilities, but spoke from the perspective of boxing history. He emphasized the importance of weight classifications, asserting they exist for a reason, to keep the sport fair and safe. I don't like the bout, because Terence is a good boxer. And boxing has divisions, Marquez explained. Bruno was a friend, right? Weight classes exist for a reason. Weight divisions are real, and Terence is a skilled fighter. Super lightweight, middleweight, super welterweight. But I remember when he fought Madrimov, yes. He looked slowed, lacked power. Moving up 2 or 3 more divisions. I think it's a tough fight for Terence. But Crawford is a great fighter. He has great defense and good combination punches. Still, I think the weight class is no good for him. When that bell rings, Marquez believes it won't be about power or politics. It will be about levels. And Crawford is in the ...
Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try to test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
Right.
Garen Ennis also highlighted that Canelo has a proven track record of defeating bigger opponents and using his size advantage effectively. His message wasn't just hype. It served as a reminder that Crawford will need to be fully prepared for the physical challenge Canelo brings, especially considering the weight difference and Canelo's experience handling larger fighters. But I think you gotta lean more toward Canelo, Ennis said. Like I said before, he's been knocking out big guys and dealing with them. Canelo isn't really a 168-pounder. He probably should be at 160 maybe, and he's been hurting these guys. I think he'll be dropping them, and those guys are way bigger than him come fight Nita. Know that for sure. They'll probably be close to 200 pounds, and he's dropping them like that. So, I don't know. It's going to be a great fight. If the fans want to see it, so be it. Now, as the buzz around Canelo versus Crawford continues to grow, it's clear this isn't just another big-name matchup, it's a moment that could shift the sport. Whether you believe in Crawford's once-in-a-generation skill or Canelo's proven dominance across weight classes, this bout has fans, combatants, and legends divided. So who are you rooting for? Bud or Canelo? Leave your pick in the comments. And explain why. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more breakdowns, and click the bell so you don't miss any updates as this mega fight approaches. Let's talk boxing. See you in the comments.